We've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. Glad to have you with us from SB Ballard Stadium in Norfolk, home to the Old Dominion Monarchs. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Liberty Flames, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Old Dominion Monarchs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Flames will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Old Dominion Monarchs offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
The Monarchs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Reels it in down the right side. Off to the races. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, ODU. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Flames offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Vasco. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold on.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. The Flames will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He takes it at the 45. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Monarchs moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes...
Breaks into the open. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. And the Monarchs are moving quickly down the field. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Monarchs! A great catch and run for 6.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Grabbed over the middle. It's Versa. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like that?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Basco. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Got it in the middle. It's Henderson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Quarterback on the keeper. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Flames racing to the line in the hurry-up. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Liberty. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but man, you gotta protect. You gotta sell that run. And if the quarterback's gonna do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Monarchs send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the ground with the back. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. He's got it again. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Flames come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Flames are marching down the field. The run from the shotgun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arkansas was anything but dominant today, but the Hogs are going to leave Razorback Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Back to pass on second down. He's looking deep. Makes the grab down the left side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Brown. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Monarchs in the hurry up. Caught over the middle. It's Butler. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. He'll do it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Looking to throw, it's Vasco. Punts it out of the air. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
The Flames have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He now has 85 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And the Flames back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Hard running there. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Flames come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on fourth down and short. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Complete on the crosser. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Jones. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Grab near the marker. It's Brown. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Vasco. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Running into the open space. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Flames have it with a 1st and 10. Pick up to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. start this drive firing. That's reeled in. It's ground.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Monarchs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Dropping back, it's Vasco. Sets up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn it upfield for a big gainer.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Blue. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Yeah, in 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Hand off from the gun. Makes it past the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Flames are on the move. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Flames pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on second and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The offense trying to find a way on fourth and goal from the 2. Off play action. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Liberty. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on fourth down.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And the Monarchs want to move quickly. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how...
There he goes. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. The Monarchs will snap it on first and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Monarchs are threatening on first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Lost to fire on second down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Touchdown, ODU! They take the lead with the 6. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. And he did just that.
The extra point is blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. They go 83 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive, just try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to fall back in this one.
Flying out to the left. The tag. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field.
Hold on. Offense.
That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Smith. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the tight end. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor. Both are trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
The Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. The give is to Williams. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Vasco. Get it out on the screen. Got some room, made it to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. The Monarchs headed quickly to the line. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Monarchs will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And the Flames can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They went right
the football nowhere to be.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the...
Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Monarchs. They move on top here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes...
Right down the gut of the field at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Liberty. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Grabbed over the middle. It's Butler. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Monarchs are in the hurry-up.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Give to the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the 1st down. And the Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Old Dominion. And with that,
is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Flames trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Basco. He's got him. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Steps away to find some room. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Trailing by a touchdown. Getting late in the fourth. And this, he'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab. Got the conversion and still going. And they finally make the tackle. But this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end.
You're seeing a lot of confidence out of this quarterback now. 3 for 3 on this 2-minute drive. He understands that he needs to step up if his team's going to win this game. And he's playing his best football right now.
Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle, it's Henderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. Wants to throw. It's Basco. Into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown, and we might just have overtime on our hands.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fritz. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. Off play action on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. If he runs this back, this game's over. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
That's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. You're obviously down here in the red zone. It's overtime. The windows are going to be small. He just got a bit too aggressive with his decision-making. The defense makes him pay, and now they're giving it back to their offense with a chance to kick the field goal here and win.
Leaves it with the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Monarchs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Fakes to grab. He got it up, and football touchdown in overtime.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. Get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing the ball game.
I think as players too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives out there on the field. Guys stepped up, guys delivered, and put you in a position to win. In the end, moving forward, when the game's on the line, you got to be able to close games out.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.